the slaves were being favored according to their skin tone. When you are a black person having a fight with a brown person, he or she will use your blackness to abuse you. Like, he can say, look at how you are black like a monkey. You know? You look at how you are so black like charcoal. So it's happening even now. Hello, what's popping? I am the Kenyan Beast, of course. We are doing it the African way every day, every time. If you are new in this YouTube channel, kindly don't forget to subscribe here. A returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for your love you are showing me. Thank you so much. First of all, before I start this video, I want to say sorry to all people who I have wronged on the previous video I did about Jamaica bleaching. There's a video I did, the title was Colorism Happening in Jamaica. Now, it's a story about 7 years back, and I decided to talk about it, but there's some people maybe were not happy with it because of the reasons I state, because I said maybe it's because someone don't want to be black, she or he wants to be white so that, you know, to be favored. I'm sorry if that video offended you, but I want to talk about the bleaching in Jamaica and Africans, black Americans, the real reason why they were bleaching. Now, I went into research to know the real reason behind the bleaching within Africans and Afro-Caribbeans and black Americans, and I found the answer that I need to share with you. First of all, bleaching is something that started way back 200 BC in Egypt, and French too have been practicing bleaching. Bleaching is happening in Africa and Caribbean too is happening. Even black Americans are into bleaching. This recent generation, they bleach because of beauty. They bleach because you want to have light skin. Maybe you bleach because you just want to be brown. But there is a real reason behind the bleaching of Africans, or behind the bleaching of Caribbeans. Caribbeans and some Africans, or more Africans, were victims of slavery or victims of slave trade in way back. Our forefathers, they were victims of slavery. I will be focusing on Jamaica or Caribbean at large. Now, the slavery from Caribbean, they came way back from Nigeria and Ghana, that's West Africa at large. Now, from my research, I came to know that during slavery, a lot of things happens that it pains my heart. I have seen videos, I've seen pictures that has burst my heart, that I don't know what was happening those days. I'm very sad about it, but I just have to talk about it. The slaves were going through a lot, were going through, you know, some of them were sexual abuse, men and women. Some of them, they were even cut into pieces. There's a lot about slavery. But today I'm going to talk about the bleaching. Now, during slavery, according to my research, I came to find that the slaves were being favored according to their skin tone. If you are light skin or you are brown, you are being favored with the whites, and if you are dark skin, you are no option. So some Africans or Jamaicans or Caribbeans decided to bleach themselves so that they can get favor from their masters. Now, that was the real reason of bleaching in between Africans and Caribbeans. But this generation, we don't know much about that, and nobody want to talk about it, and a lot of people are not talking about the real reason why Jamaicans started bleaching. But our forefathers had a reason. Some were saying it's because of self-hate. Yeah, now hating yourself as a black is in between a lot of people. Even in Kenya, even now, when you are black between brown people, you hate yourself, because people are using your blackness even to abuse you. When you have the fight with a white person, or when you are a black person having a fight with a brown person, he or she will use your blackness to abuse you. Like, he can say, look at how you are black like a monkey. You know, You look at how you are so black like charcoal. So it's happening even now. The self-hate of being black is happening even now, even in this generation. That's why you may find a lot of young men and women are using this soft care, are using this, what do we call, lotions. They want to lighten their skin because of the self-hate. We call it colorism. A lot of people who are black, totally black, they feel like they are not safe even in their own country. In school, African school, for example, here in Kenya, you are in school, you are where, and you are black, you feel you are not safe. So during slavery, black people were being tortured. Black people were treated poorly. I understand every slave was treated poorly, but when you are black, totally black, you are treated even poorly. Now the poor of the poorly. But if you had a brighter skin or dark or light skin or brown skin, you are at least treated a little bit fair. Some of people are doing bleaching because they want to fit in the shoes of the white people. Just because they want to fit in the shoes of white. Just for fantasy. But we are doing that not knowing. People who started doing this bleaching between Africans were going through a lot of pain. They were going through a lot of pain in the hands of their masters. They were not having peace because of their color. That's why we have racism too. Racism, you may find people bleaching because they are facing racism. They are being called names because they are black. So they decide to bleach so that to fit in the society that they are in. It's so sad. As I was doing my research, I came through some videos, and it's so sad that a lot of people don't really know the real issue or the real thing behind this. We just do it because we think it's fantasy and beauty, but there is a historical story between bleaching of Africans, Black Americans, and Caribbeans. There is an historical story within that. There is historical story that made bleaching came to life. Of course, there is side effects, or there are side effects of bleaching, but someone decides to do it without considering the side effects of bleaching. That's the person who has the self-hate or is going through a lot and he just needs that color to be on the right track. Now tell me on the comment section, do you think I am right on this? Bleaching is so historical. It started the way back during slavery. During slavery, the masters were favoring the brown-skinned people, and the dark-skinned people were going through misery. So some of the Africans decided to lighten their skin using honey and olive oil. So all this issue is historical. I made a video and I was thinking that it was because maybe someone want to fit in white shoes, someone don't like black because he want to be white. I was thinking it's because of selfish and just want to sell your identity. I never knew the reason behind it, but now I know the real reason behind it. It's so historical and it's painful. If you get a chance, if you haven't learned, if you are Kenyan or African, you don't know what our brothers were going through, or what our brothers are going through, or why our brothers are in the land that is not yours. Go back, do your research about slavery and everything. That's why every day I say, black people, we must unite. Black people, we must talk, or we must speak with one language so that we can make it, so that we can become the superpower. I think I'll end here today's video. If I said something bad about it, because I know it's a sensitive topic, I'm very sorry about it, but we are trying to learn. If I'm talking about Black and Africans, there is some things and aspects I will have to touch, even though you will not love it, but for sure we are educating ourselves and we want to know more and more about ourselves. I am the Kenyan Beast, of course. Come with me. Let's roll the African way every day, every time. Peace be with you.